break. All right, I want to ask you about this. I want to know about this NASCAR stuff you're doing. So
Yeah,
how did you get involved in that? Because I used to be a mega NASCAR fan, and
yeah.
I love racing. I used to do a lot of drag racing when I was younger. Got a lot of suspended, license. I've never been in a wreck, knock on wood, but I love racing, and my family did a lot of racing growing up in Alabama. So I need to know about this.
Yeah, so it was one of those things, man, where like luck of the draw. Like I bought a Gen 4, cup car. Just bought one. I was like, I
Mhm.
want one, and I found like there was a website that was selling one. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna buy this thing and go into debt and in amounts of debt that I couldn't fathom. And so I bought it. And I was like trying to find places to like drive it, like on tracks and stuff. And it was usually road course stuff. So I had to change the setup completely and learn all that
Mm.
garbage, which wasn't
Yeah, that's
fun.
a whole different animal than
Dude, it's
driving
like
oval.
there's so much you have to do to these cars. And I found some organization that was running Rockingham, like North Carolina, the Oval.
Oh
So
yeah, I'm familiar with Rockingham.
that's when I found out immediately that this car was built for ovals and not for road course. Because I
Mhm.
set it up roughly for the oval, like based on like Google and like PDFs from 2004. And so I go out there and blister at like everybody that's testing. We run, I think, 3 seconds faster than everybody. We
Now,
were
did you
three.
have any experience
No,
in a stock car
nope,
like that before? Okay.
absolutely not. And we were 3 seconds off the 3 seconds off the track record, and the track hasn't been repaved in like 35 years. So if it was repaved, I'd have been close. So a guy approached me that was an ARCA driver. And, well, he raced in all the Cup, Xfinity, all that. He raced in all of it back in
Mhm.
the 80s, 90s, and 2000s. And he started his own series that has affiliations with NASCAR and ARCA, called the Grand National Series, kind of like using the same name
Oh
that
yeah.
NASCAR
Mhm.
used back in the 70s and early 80s. And he's like, dude, you should come run with us, see how it feels. And like your first couple of races, we'll take it easy and kind of see what happens. And I went out there and we just started racing, and there's people there. 10-time ARCA champion Frank Kimmel wins almost all of our freaking races,
Mhm.
just lapping my ass. And I went out there and we started getting better and better. I started, I've been setting up my car and I'm starting to get way better at it and start finishing the top 5 more often and start, marching towards the front. And then the season ended and I was sad. And I've wrecked a bunch too, which is fun. And then that's how I got into it. And then now there's more opportunities presenting themselves. I've been talking to truck teams, Xfinity teams, talking like development
Nice.
programs. I don't know how far it's going to go, but I'm already 33. So that's like
Yeah.
70 basically in the racing
Mhm.
world.
Yep.
But that's kind of how it all started. It was just luck of the draw. And I met the right people through networking, and, I'm not super terrible at it. So it all
That's
worked out.
awesome, man. Hell yeah.